I know a lot of people feel like they don't understand their purpose in life yet. A lot of people don't understand what their path is or where they're supposed to go by this certain time. The biggest thing is there's no such thing as any of that. There isn't one. Even as like a religious person, any religion at all, they'll say something like, for example, a Christian might say, God has this path for you, but God doesn't have a path for you. God has a expectation of you that you can fulfill on any path that you may take. That's what free will is. And it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter if it's not religion at all. It doesn't matter if it's just morals. It doesn't matter if it's just characteristics. It doesn't matter if someone's just living day to day like a regular person. Your path isn't defined when you're born. You will be able to create your own path. And the quote I have for y'all today is because, I like to bring a lot of quotes to y'all. If a man chases a butterfly, the butterfly will run away. But if the man builds a beautiful garden, he will notice that the butterfly will come to him. And if you lose the butterfly, you will still always have your beautiful garden. I don't know if y'all have heard that quote. I think I said it, maybe a few words are like off, but pretty much the same exact quote. What does that mean? A lot of y'all don't know y'all path. Y'all think you need this much money. You think you need, this person. You think you need this status to be fulfilled, to be complete. When really, all you need to do is build the garden, and the reward will come with it. The reward will come with or after you've done the work that you need to do. For example, the biggest one might be, relationships, friends, girlfriends. A lot of y'all seek validation from others. And while you're seeking validation, you forget what actually earns validation. You're being a people pleaser to get validation rather than just being respected because you put the time and work in. For example, let's say you wanted to get a girl, right? You might think that you just have to do whatever a girl asks of you to get a girl. When in turn, you're not being respected because of who you are. You're being respected because you're just doing whatever you can to please someone. As in, you worked on your mindset, you worked on your body, you worked on your finances, you worked on yourself, and they'll come along eventually. And this is for both genders, female to male and male to female. It doesn't matter. And then for friendships as well. For friends, right? If all you do is help someone, give them a ride, give them money, then yeah, they're going to be your friend because you do things for them. They're not going to respect you though. They're going to respect the fact that you help them. They're going to appreciate the fact that you help them, but that's not a genuine friendship. A genuine friend is someone who says, oh, he works out. I respect that. I work out too. We can work out together. Oh, he works on this business. I do the same business. We can work together. You know what I'm saying? Every friendship and relationship is like a partnership. There shouldn't just be like a fun thing between it. There should be a partnership where y'all both add value to each other's lives. But to get that, you first have to provide that value. And how do you provide that value? You build the beautiful garden. Nobody just wants the ugly farmer. You know what I'm saying? The ugly farmer that hasn't done nothing. Like, they want the ugly farmer who has proven he can build a beautiful garden. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have the really whatever, the really special farmer that he can't make money, he can't build a beautiful garden, he can't do anything, he's dumb, and yeah, he might be temporary fun because he likes going out and drinking and all of that. But what relationship, what friendship, what family member would you rather have? What coworker, what business partner would you rather have? Him, who just goes out and drinks, but he's the most popular farmer in town, but he doesn't know how to build a farm. He doesn't know how to make money. Or just a guy who's an average guy, but he can build a beautiful garden and he can attract whatever he pleases. You know what I'm saying? Long term, he has value. He can build something as opposed to someone who can't. So once that initial attraction or initial status decreases, there's no longer value in that, most famous or most attractive person, as opposed to you providing value. And with value, that's everything. It does have to do with looks and status, but also your finances. Your mentality is the biggest one. Your personality. Are you cool to be around? How hard do you work? What's your work ethic? What are you willing to put in to get something back out? It's all of that together. Like I said, the butterfly will just run off. You have to build a beautiful garden. But once the butterfly leaves, you will still have the garden. Which leads me to step 2. I'm in a private community, and I'm gonna be very blunt with this. I'm in a private community, right? They were having a debate about how you should either put girls first, put yourself first, or put or 50-50. And obviously, since he was older, he basically was calling me a dumbass, and I talk like a bitch, and I made the argument of a bitch, because if you're not motivated by a significant other, then what are you motivated by? End of the fucking day, I don't care if you're older than me or not. You put yourself first at all costs. You know why? Like the butterfly and garden. If the butterfly leaves, guess what? You still have the beautiful garden. So I don't care who it is, a family member, a relationship, a job, a friend. I don't care what it is, a partnership. I don't care what it is. Even if it's just 51% yourself and 49% the other. I'm not saying 100% yourself. I'm saying yourself is prioritized amongst said other thing. Yourself will be prioritized. Because if it leaves, you still have you. Therefore, you want you to be the best you. You want to have the beautiful garden at all costs. You want to build your body, build your finances, build your, faith, build your mentality, it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever it is, be the best you. Because if you just depend on someone else to make you happy, when they leave, you will no longer be happy. You will no longer have the garden. But if you build the garden instead of chasing down the butterfly, the butterfly will come. And then when it leaves, you'll be okay because you still have the garden. And guess what? You can attract another one. You can get another one. You can always make another friend. You can always go talk to somebody else. You can always find another job. You can always find another gym. You can always find another business partner. You can always find another employer. You can always find another girlfriend, boyfriend. It doesn't matter. Stop thinking that you have to get validation from outside forces. If you use validation as motivation, then you won't get nowhere. You have to have reality in your motivation. You have to put, okay, yeah, I'm motivated because I want to provide for my family, my wife and kids. Okay. But that's not necessarily using other people's validation as motivation. That's you saying, I have a duty to do this. This is my purpose in life. Which goes back to what I first said in the video. You not knowing your purpose, but now you have it, right? You have your garden. You've already made your garden. You have your family and beautiful house, right? That's your garden. Stop seeking outside validation. Be yourself. Work on yourself. And then when I say be yourself, be the best version of yourself. Don't be the lazy, lonely, pathetic, weak version of yourself. Be the strong, independent, outgoing, smart, courageous, confident version of yourself. Just because someone says be yourself doesn't mean settle for who you are right now. Build yourself into a better person and be that person. Just because someone says be yourself doesn't mean you shouldn't change who you are. You need to change who you are. But once you change who you are, be that person all the time. Make that yourself. Make that the new you and never go back to your old self. You think that people are just supposed to respect you as you come. That's the biggest BS lie that anyone has ever said. So you're telling me I have to, if I'm a CEO of a personal training brand, a fitness brand, right? And I want to hire a partner, or I want to have a partner that can help me work with my clients. Once again, this is personal training, fitness. All right, I'm gonna look at a fat slob who dresses like he doesn't have a job, right? And then I'm gonna look at a fit guy who's dressing casual. It's not expensive. A $10 shirt, $20 pants, and $30 shoes. A $60 outfit, right? He looks fit. A $60 clean outfit, opposed to a fat guy who might be wearing designer, but it's dirty. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's trying too hard, but he doesn't know how to do it. Who do I go to, right? The more simpler guy who fits that criteria. You know what I'm saying? Or you can be the fat guy who just throws money and designer at his problems, hoping it will resolve everything. Well, yeah, you might get respect and attention because you seem to have money, but they only know the money. They don't know the value. As opposed to, I know this guy's fit. I can see it. He will add more value to my business. It's like that. No one's supposed to respect you as you come. You have to build your garden first to get the butterfly. You can chase all day and you will catch one, but it will still always try to run away. It's like holding it in their captures. You can catch the butterfly, but the butterfly will always try to get away. And then you always go catch it again. And you always go catch it again. It's like your job. They will always write you up. But then you want to, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or they will always do something to make you mad. And you want to leave. But you know what? Oh, I depend on this job too much. Or people, you're always chasing that girl, right? You're chasing that girl. Oh, I need her. And then she wants to leave, but you won't let her. You're going to cry in her lap. Please don't leave. Please stay. That's pathetic. Yes, you can catch them, but that doesn't mean they will always want to be there. You want to build a garden that will make them always want to be there. You want to be the best you. You want to be the person that they will always have on their team. You want to be the person that someone will always want to be a business partner with. You want to be the person. That girl wants to be in a relationship with for the rest of her life. You want to be the person that all these people want to be around. You don't want to just chase them and chase their time. You want to be that person they want to be around. You want to build that garden that the butterfly wants to come to. And that's as simple as it is. You don't know your path in life. You don't know the end goal. You don't know exactly what it is that you're here to do, but you have to build that path yourself. But at the end of the day, just build the best one. Build the best path. Build the best you. And in turn, the money will come. In turn, the right people will come. In turn, the peace and time, the time will come. Everything will come. The freedom will come. Everything will come if you just work on yourself. I'm not saying you're going to be ultra rich. I'm not saying you will never have to work again a day in your life. I'm not saying you will be happily ever after with the same person forever. But everything will be much easier than if you were just lazy, broke, weak. It will be much easier. It's much easier to put the work in now while you're still somewhat young. That way when you're older or get older, you can just relax somewhat, still work hard, but also at sometimes relax. As opposed to now relax, but when you're older, you will always have to work hard, or else you will never have the same results as you did when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can tell a 20-year-old person to work out, and then he can be fit for the rest of his life. But someone who didn't work out when they were 20, all the way into 50, starts working out when they're 50, and it might be hard. They might not ever even get to the point that the other 50-year-old is, who's been working out since he was 20. You know what I'm saying? It's much easier to maintain than it is to achieve. Like I said in my last video, it's much easier to, you know, stay on a flat surface as opposed to walking upstairs. So what you do is you walk up the 3 flights of stairs and you stay on the 3rd floor. You never walk back down the stairs. You know? That's just an example. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. And I'm running out of ideas to really talk about here. But that's just my point. Like, you have to build a garden. You have to be the best you. You have to be the person people want to be around. Stop seeking validation. You're chasing other people's attentions. You're chasing other people's validation. For what? It's not going to do anything for you in the long term. If you're always relying on someone else's attention and someone else's validation to provide you with a sense of fulfillment and confidence, when they leave, you will fall apart. And that's all there is to it. You will fall apart. You must always build yourself up. Be the best you at all times. And I'm not finna sit here and be like these self-help gurus that say, you must make $1 million a year and you must go to the gym that's not what I'm saying. Just be better than you can be, or that you was. Just be the best that you can be. You don't have to be the richest man, strongest man in the world, most handsome guy in the world. Just take care of yourself. Just make sure you take showers every day. Make sure you learn something new every day. Make sure you manage the money and income that you do have. And make sure you stay healthy. Do all 4 of those things. You will build a beautiful garden. You don't need to be ultra rich. You don't need to be 6 foot tall. You don't need to have, you don't need to have 1 million girlfriends. You don't need to have a 17 bedroom house. You don't need to make $10 million a year. You don't need to have all that. All you got to do is take care of yourself. Be the best you. And in turn, that butterfly will come to that beautiful garden that you have created.